clawing our way out of our graves to bring you your weekly dose of chaos and darkness. I'm Rexy.
And I'm Lillie. And this is the Morning Report.
Hey, mourners.
Hello.
Hi, Lillie.
Hello. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
I know, like a couple minutes. But for real, like a couple years, actually. You've been gone a few years, haven't you, by now?
Well, the little one just turned 5.
She was like 2 or 3 when you left.
Yeah, we got to Oklahoma when she was like 2 weeks old. And her 3rd birthday, I think, was in Oklahoma. Or maybe it was here.
Okay.
So,
it's been at least a couple years, though.
It's been too long.
Yeah. We got like an hour away from each other last year.
And then we didn't do anything about it. We were like, yeah, I'll do it. And then it came and went, and we were like, oh.
No, you couldn't fucking move.
I couldn't.
You had fucked your back up, and you couldn't
Oh, that's
move.
right. I remember that now.
Yep.
I blame Leo. I don't know why. I just do.
Is the feedback still gone?
I don't hear it.
Okay. Cool.
That's weird. That's very weird.
It's weird, but I'm glad we seem to be good. I have an interesting news story for you.
Cool. I'm excited.
So this one comes to us from AP News, and it was written November 7th of this year.
Okay.
Extraterrestrials return to Mexico's Congress as journalist presses case for non-human beings.
Sure.
All right, let's see what we have to say. In Mexico City, the lower chamber of Mexico's Congress once again turned to Spectacle Tuesday, devoting hours of its time to a controversial character who pressed the case for non-human beings he said were found in Peru. Less than 3 weeks after Category 5 Hurricane Otis devastated Acapulco, a port of nearly 1 million people, the Chamber of Deputies spent more than 3 hours listening to journalist Jose Jaime Maussan and his group of Peruvian doctors. Maussan and some Mexican lawmakers became the subject of international ridicule in September when he presented 2 boxes with supposed mummies found in Peru. He, along with others, claimed they were non-human beings that are not part of our terrestrial evolution. In 2017, Maussan made similar claims in Peru, and a report by that country's prosecutor's office found the bodies were actually recently manufactured dolls, which had been covered with a mixture of paper and synthetic glue to simulate the presence of skin. So somebody made dolls and tried to pass them off as aliens. The report added the figures were almost certainly human-made and that they are not the remains of ancestral aliens that they have tried to present. The bodies were not publicly unveiled at the time, so it's unclear if they are the same as those presented to Mexico's Congress. On Tuesday, Dr. Daniel Mendoza showed photographs and x-rays of what he said was a non-human being. Maussan said it was a new species as it didn't have lungs or ribs. Lawmaker Sergio Gutierrez Luna from the governing party of President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said all ideas and proposals will always be welcome to debate them, hear them, to agree with or not. So, the aliens are still up for debate, even though it looks like they've already been found to be dolls.
There you go. People will go through great length to be the first one to find something.
Yep, including manufacturing some alien skin dolls.
Wasn't there one that turned out to be like cake or something?
I think that was just like a joke because everything is cake.
Okay.
I think I could be totally wrong. somebody might have legitimately made an alien-shaped cake. I mean, I don't put it past the world to produce that, you know?
Leo says he thinks it was a meme.
Okay.
I just remember there being an alien that looked convincing and then hearing that it was cake, and I was very confused.
Because, you know, the joke is like everything's cake. Cut it open, cake.
Okay. My skin is very dry right here. I don't like it.
Is that, I get that way in the winter. I have, like, some wintertime eczema that, like, pisses off my hands and my face in the winter.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go put lotion on that when I get downstairs. Oh, it sounds like sandpaper.
Hopefully it doesn't hurt.
How many weird things can Lily do in this episode?
Let's find out.
My skin feels like sandpaper. Okay, anyway. Talk about eating alien cake. Ooh, that was weird. I didn't like that.
Alien cake.
Yep. So, would you like for me to get started?
What if the alien is a really cute alien?
Is it still made of cake? I'm very confused.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if we were still talking about cake or not because you were talking about eating an alien's cake. And so I was thinking, well, like, maybe if the alien's super cute, you know.
I might consider it, but
yeah. Leo says, shove your face right in that alien cake.
Somehow every episode of this podcast becomes TMI for one of the two of us.
That's all right.
It's a good thing neither one of us have big secrets.
Oh God, I know. We'd have spilled them. I can keep other people's secrets very well. I cannot keep my own.
No.
That's why I have you and you have me.
I was about to say, you are the keeper of all my secrets.
Same.
So. But okay. y'all didn't hear that here. There will be no spilling of the tea.
Nope. Leo, there will be no spilling of any teas.
These are the secrets and why we became friends and how we became friends, and they shall be taken to the grave.
That's right. Maybe several of them. We'll see how it goes.
Just let me know when I should show up with a shovel. So, are we ready to get this started?
Yeah! But that's really up to you since you're reading.
Well, I just want to know what kind of headspace you were in. If you're ready to learn, let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready to learn. Full transparency, I'm going to get a little higher as the episode goes on.
Leo will surround you with clouds. Throbbing. It'll be fine.
My finger is starting to throb. It's just like at the end of the day, after like doing stuff with it all day, it's like, hey, I'm mad. So I'm gonna smoke until I can't tell that I have fingers anymore.
Or Frankenfinger.
Oh, Frankenfinger. I tell you, Denise's husband Matthew has been calling me Edward. Like Edward's.
And that's hysterical to me because everything that I know of him, I never got to know him really well. He was just this quiet guy off to the side. Yeah. So for him to make a joke, for me, it's like really out of character, even though I know that it's not.
Right. But you never got to see that side of him. I didn't
get to see that side of him. So yeah. I was like,
it doesn't come out often, but he's funny and he's snarky and sarcastic as fuck. He's funny. I really like him.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a good match for Denise.
Good.
I mean, obviously, they been together for like forever.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump back into this.
Okay.
At the end of last episode, so this is part 2 of Mt Shasta, and at the end of the last episode, I mentioned the race of beings known as the Lumerians.
Mm-hmm.
So some believe the Lumerians were an ancient advanced civilization, possibly akin to the stories of Atlantis, and that they had an appendage on their foreheads that gave them ESP powers. So like
a unicorn?
I was thinking anglerfish, so that's how different we are.
Anglerfishes are amazing. They're my favorite fishes.
I just love you were like unicorn, and I was like, no, scary deep water anglerfish. So they were wiped out in a great flood around 11,000 years ago. We did so well the last episode. I blame Frankenfinger for this one.
All right, so the anglerfish people.
Yes, they were wiped out in a great flood 11,000 years ago. In some stories, the flood was triggered by nuclear war, which caused the continent of Lemuria to sink. And then the lost continent has been placed in many different spots. Some say it was once in the Indian Ocean, or maybe off the coast of Japan, or possibly where the Hawaiian Islands are now.
So Atlantis.
So Atlantis. So, but not all of them died.
One second, I think I just let her in.
Poor Nova.
Are you literally already howling? You have been inside for like 5 seconds. No, ma'am. You don't need this. That's true. Listen. Do you want in here or in the house? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? You want to be out here? You can stay out here. But you gotta let me do this. Let me send you a picture.
I love her so much.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What? You want to stay out here?
No, sweet girl. Is she still tired?
No, but look at me. Not nearly as much.
Okay.
Why are you yelling at me? Why? What do you want? Where are you? Hey, what do you want? You want to stay out here? You gotta like chill out for like half an hour. Can you do that? Why is she yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me? What do you want? Do not know what the fuck she wants. Can you lay down? Like right there? Can you lay down? No, but can you lay down? Lay down. Lay down. No, for real. Right there. Lay down. Good girl. I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck she wants. Like, I told you I let her out before we started, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then she bonked the door and opened up, and I let her back in the garage. Then she wanted to go in the house, so I let her back in the house. And then she started crying, so I let her back in here. And then that happened, and now she's standing at the door waiting to be let in again.
She wants you to go inside with her.
I know, but I can't. No. Okay, we're gonna see if she'll let me do this. Maybe she can stay out here, and I won't have to put her inside and make her mad.
So, not all of the Lemurians died in the flood. The stories say thousands survived either by sailing to and inhabiting other lands or by building underground cities with tunnels to connect them. Some believe the earth is hollow and there is a land on the inside of Earth called Agartha. There are several cities connected to each other.
Wait, didn't we talk about Agartha when we were talking about Atlantis?
I thought so. But Leo says they're not the same and they're enemies. And I think he's wrong.
But he just said yeah. Oh, so the Agartha people and the Atlantis people, Atlanta.
The Atlanta people are enemies with everybody.
Have you ever driven in Atlanta?
Yeah,
Oh my god. Leo, I'm gonna tell Lily. Can I tell Lily what happened in Atlanta?
He doesn't get any say in this, just tell me. Oh, he goes, oh, fuck no. Tell me now. Quick.
Leo, please. It's funny now.
Tell me.
Okay, so
if you're good, we won't put it in the podcast.
Funny now though, because like years ago. So we were working a Walker Stalker in Atlanta, and Leo lost the rental car. Like, not like got it taken away or something, like lost it. While walking around trying to find the car. And then we were staying with my friend and she was like driving us around.
How do you lose a rental? How do you lose a car?
Girl, have you ever been to Atlanta?
Yeah, I have. A lot.
Holy fuck.
It's doable.
Like the downtown area by the World Congress Center has got just shit parking.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we were just parked on some stupid side street, right? And it was really fucking late, like probably 1 or 2 in the morning when we got done. And we were just like, no fucking clue where the car is. I don't remember how he ended up finding it. And he was really stressed out like then. But it's been years now and it cracks me up, so, you know.
Well, there's one of the stickers for one of the boxes. Just, where's my car?
It's got like the skyline of Atlanta. Where's my car?
And just like a little key fob going beep beep.
Oh, that'd be cute. I like it.
And nobody's gonna know what the fuck we're talking about because it's
only
not gonna
people
be in the
listen to
podcast.
the podcast. Yeah. Oh.
Leo, always get the coordinates. Always.
That is the reason that I take pictures or like drop a pin or something because I never did it before. But after that, like now I always like drop a pin to where I park or take a picture of the street signs or something.
We walked around for hours.
We talked to so many people.
So how far was it from where you guys were looking for it?
I don't remember, and I don't remember how Leo ended up finding it. I know he did it while I was like, I think while I was there working, he found the car somehow. Or got it back. I don't remember. Leo, this is your point. You gotta tell this part.
They just got turned around.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
I love that. That's the greatest thing ever.
I thought you did that.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So, back to what we're here for.
Oh, yeah.
So we did talk about Agartha when we talked about the Atlantis episode. Now I keep wanting to say Atlanta. So there are several cities connected to each other inside of the Earth and several entrances from the surface where we live to the inside world. One entrance is in Tibet in the Himalayas, the inner Earth city of Shambhala, and another happens to be Mt Shasta, which leads to the inner Earth city of Talos, possibly why the Tibetan and Modoc words for Bigfoot are so similar. An occult book from 1899 called A Dweller on Two Planets, written by a teenager named Frederick Oliver from the nearby town of Eureka, claimed an ancient Lemurian used him as a channel to tell a story of a secret city beneath Mount Shasta, carpeted with fur and walls glittering with crystals and jewels. In 1904, a British mining engineer named J.C. Brown claimed to be the first person to actually find the lost city of Talos, 11 miles deep inside the lava tubes of the mountain. Among the streets and dwellings were ornate altars, shields, statues that glowed in the dark, and mummies that were between 7 and 10 feet tall, plus an embalmed king and queen, and fortunes in gold, radium, and copper. And for some reason, it took 30 years for this story to get out to someone who wanted to explore it.
The fact that there was fortunes in radium makes me pretty worried about all the people that were.
Well, if they're non-human humanoids, like we don't know.
No, that's true. Yeah, maybe
radium might do them well.
That's true. Maybe it actually gives them a youthful glow instead of the glow of imminent death.
So in 1934, an 80-person team was organized in nearby Stockton, California.
Oh, hey, my brothers were born there.
Many of the crew, convinced they were about to discover a lost civilization, more importantly, convinced they were going to be rich, quit their jobs and sold everything they had to go on this grand archaeological discovery. But on the day they were supposed to begin, J.C. Brown disappeared. But it wasn't like the crew was scammed because Brown allegedly never took a penny from anybody. So then an occultist named Guy Ballard came to Mount Shasta in 1930 to investigate reports of a secret society called the Great White Brotherhood. That could go many different ways.
None of them really sound good, though.
I don't think we're on the same page. Yes, there's the white supremacist route, but I was thinking more like street sharks. And that sounds fun.
What's a street shark?
It's an old cartoon from like the early 90s.
Oh, yeah! Okay, I remember them. Yep. Aren't they like a hockey team or something?
They
street
like
hockey team or something?
Street hockey, yes. My brother was obsessed.
I forgot you had a brother. Just forgot, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I've never met him, you know.
No, you haven't. So Ballard went out on a day hike, and when he was approached by a strange man who came out of nowhere and offered him a drink of a milky liquid.
I think that's called solicitation.
This is why we don't take drinks from strangers.
Yeah, we
especially in the woods.
And a milky liquid coming from a.
That's what it did.
I just.
The stranger told Ballard the liquid came from what he called the universal supply.
Uh-huh. It's just getting worse.
I bet it did. Ballard drank the liquid, which gave him a refreshing, energized buzz and clarified his thoughts. Not clarified them enough. The stranger then revealed that he was an ascended master of the Great White Brotherhood, and his name was the Count of Saint Germain.
Oh.
The man suddenly was decked out in a jeweled, spotless white robe with glowing lights surrounding him, making him appear godlike. And this is where the name of the Brotherhood comes from.
Okay.
This is getting
the
weird.
Color.
Sure.
I feel like I've heard of some of this before, but some of it is just like, I'm sorry, what?
Where it's about to get weird. Saint Germain.
About to get?
Saint Germain told Ballard he was a reincarnation of George Washington and taught him the ways of the ascended masters, which are supernatural beings who have lived through a succession of reincarnations and have become highly advanced and have ascended to becoming immortal.
Why George Washington?
The Count of Saint Germain and Jesus Christ are said to be ascended masters.
And George Washington?
And apparently George Washington.
Okay. Why would you appear as like why would you pick George Washington?
So you said this sounded familiar. As you might remember, the Count of Saint Germain showed up in our second New Orleans Vampires episode.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
As an immortal who was a virtuoso at everything, including being a vampire. Guy Ballard developed his own religious movement in the late 1930s called the I Am Activity Movement and the Saint Germain Foundation, which actually still has followers to this day, especially around Mount Shasta.
I think that I know of that. The I Am... I think they put on a yoga festival. The I Am Yoga Festival? I'm pretty sure.
Huh. Is that a thing? Ballard's religion is really geared towards American nationalism, so I think that's where the George Washington comes in.
Can you say that again? I was looking up, I was trying to look up the thing.
Leo said Ballard's religion is really geared toward American nationalism, so he thinks that's where the George Washington comes in.
I gotcha. Okay. Patriotic. I forgot what I was just trying to look up, and I was going to ask Leo if he could look it up. And I forgot what it was.
The I Am Activity Yoga.
Yeah. Did I make that up, or is that actually a thing? I feel like...
I can't find anything about it.
Damn, that's really a thing. Like, I can picture it.
There is an I Am festival that is an outdoor yoga class, but I don't know if they're the same.
Yeah, there it is, the I Am Yoga Festival.
So I don't know if it's the same as the I Am activity.
Okay.
So there are many more stories of the Lumerians and secret initiations in secret temples and secret astral cathedrals hidden deep within the mountain.
What is an astral cathedral?
Glad you asked. Because I don't know. Astral cathedral. What? It's just a cathedral? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how to define, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
I think it's just like a cathedral for the astral. Isn't astral a religion? Yeah, I think
I don't know. I know there's like the astral plane.
But I think there's an astral church. So I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to say here.
Okay.
So, some believe the flickering orbs thought to be ghosts by the natives are actually the glow of the Brotherhood during their ceremonies on the mountain. Leo says there is a picture on Mount Shasta.
Oh, okay. That means it will end up in here somewhere when I'm editing.
Somewhere. According to reports from the early 1900s, passengers on trains passing by would crowd the windows in hopes of glimpsing the lights. The lights are said to appear at dusk, midnight, and dawn. And the people who see the lights and don't believe in the ghosts or the Brotherhood believe they are tied to UFO activity.
Okay. That makes sense.
Oh, there it is. That's pretty. So it's like that's a fake picture.
Oh, that's really pretty, though.
It's like,
wow.
Oh, that's fake. So now let's briefly talk about UFOs on Mount Shasta.
Okay.
Yay. So along with being a portal to the hollow earth, Mount Shasta is thought to be a portal for UFOs as well. Many people, including Forest Service workers, believe they've seen unknown objects hovering over mountain lakes in the dark, mysterious lights moving in formation around the peak, aircraft flying directly into the side of the mountain in broad daylight, not crashing, but teleporting into the rock.
Okay. I want to know more about those things.
Just
Yep.
So in 1991, some claimed to have seen a UFO hovering over the Saint Germain Foundation property. In 2008, people reported seeing what looked like a giant glowing jellyfish circling the peak, and later was seen over the town of McLeod nearby. Some believe the UFOs hide in the lenticular clouds that form around the peak and then vanish inside.
It would be really easy to do. Those clouds are dense.
Yeah, and then Castle Crag State Park, just south of Shasta, is said to be a UFO hotbed as well because of its eerie landscaping of giant jutting rocks. So along with the UFOs just disappearing into rock walls, some claim they've seen beings in caves within Mount Shasta do the same thing.
Ooh.
Just walk into walls and disappear.
And that goes right along with the Bigfoot lives on a different plane theory and just sort of bumps in and,
Bumps in and out.
Yeah.
It's believed that the spirits of many who have disappeared linger in the area, and one of these caves is called Pluto's Cave. It was formed 190,000 years ago by lava and is sacred to the native tribes. It was named Pluto's Cave by settlers after the Roman god of the underworld. The cave has gained a reputation for being a place to meet aliens or other spiritual beings. Ritual objects left behind indicate paranormal or spiritual ceremonies, and stories tell of people going mad after spending a night there and facing an unspeakable horror.
I definitely want to see a picture of that cave.
There's one in the chat. It's right
Sweet.
here.
Is that the one he just sent?
No, it's here. No.
Can't see your screen very well.
It.
Oh, there it is. Pluto's Cave. Pluto's Cave.
Pluto's Cave.
Pluto's Cave. Yeah.
So, with every cave, lava, tunnel formation, you've got to have people that disappear.
Yes.
So we do have a couple of disappearances on Mount Shasta.
Okay. Like down in the caves, or like?
I don't know. Let's find out together.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. So there have been 13 reported disappearances from the Mount Shasta area since 1986, and I'm going to talk about 2 of them. In 1999, an experienced hiker named Carl Landers was with 2 friends attempting to summit the mountain. About 100 yards away from a pond, they all stopped to catch their breath. When Carl was ready, he told the other 2 he was going to go on ahead toward the pond and wait for them there. His 2 friends watched him walk away, and visibility of him and the pond was really good. The 2 friends put their packs on to join Carl, but when they looked up, there was no sign of him. He just vanished. He wasn't close enough to the woods to disappear into them, and there wasn't any sign he'd fallen into the pond or into a hole in the snow. For a week, a search party looked at every inch of the area, even helicopters scoured the area. Nothing was found. No equipment, no clothing, no body.
Okay, and it doesn't take very long to put a pack on.
No.
Like about a minute to get it on and adjusted, maybe a minute and a half. So they weren't looking away very long when he vanished either.
And if they could see the pond from where they were, and it was all invisibility was great.
Right. Then in the minute it took.
Yeah. So maybe a Bigfoot opened up a portal, snatched him, pulled him through the portal, and now he's just living on the Bigfoot plane of existence.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe he didn't get snatched. Maybe he just sort of fell through it on accident.
Maybe.
That's freaky to think about happening.
Yeah. Okay. And the last one is in 2011, a couple was camping on Mount Shasta with their 5-year-old son and their dog. At camp, suddenly the parents looked up and their son and their dog were gone. A massive search was held. The dog was found early on in the search, soaking wet, curled up, and shivering on a riverbank. But there was no trace of the boy after 5 hours. Then, all of a sudden, the boy piped up, hiding in a bush near camp. The odd thing was that this spot had already been combed over multiple times that day. A few weeks later, the boy was talking about that day to his mom and grandma when he said he liked this grandma better than the other grandma he went off with that day. His mom was pretty upset by him saying this, asking, "What other grandma?" And the boy said the other grandma took him to a cave in the woods where there were a bunch of people just frozen in place, and the other grandma made him lie down so she could look at his tummy and tried to make him defecate onto a piece of paper. He didn't want to, and the other grandma got fed up with him and brought him back to camp. Weirdly enough, the real grandma of this story had blacked out while camping in the same area a few weeks before the boy disappeared. She woke up face down in the dirt and noticed she had a large bump on the back of her neck. She also had a terrible headache and was really nauseous. She thought maybe it was a spider bite. But a friend she was camping with also had the same bump, same spot, and was also sick.
What the fuck?
Since that day, the real grandma hasn't been back to Mount Shasta.
That's freaky.
So that is all of my information on the weird and interesting Mount Shasta.
That is a lot of information, though.
That is a lot of information.
And freaky.
Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, that was like that was 2 full episodes of this is a like, weird fucking place.
Yeah, I really want to visit.
I know. But I don't want another grandma. Like, I have enough grandmas. I don't need another one.
Yeah, I don't really love that idea.
But like, why was the dog wet?
Right. Why was the dog in the river?
Like, once I found out the boy was okay, now I'm like, but why was the dog?
And they found the dog really fast too. So like, why did the dog go in the? Why was?
I don't know the answer.
I'm glad they're okay.
Yeah. So.
You know, I don't know if it's in the same place, but there is there's an area or a hiking trail, a really popular hiking trail where a bunch of people have gone missing. And it's all like they've all been wearing red jackets. Have you heard anything about that?
I have not.
Leo, have you heard about that? It's like it made me think of it because it was kind of a similar story in that there was a young lady who was hiking with like her family or some friends or something, and she was going back, like heading back to the car, I think, or heading back to camp to grab something, you know, and she was just like, I'll be right back, I'll meet you up there. And so the friends like kept going, turned around, she never came back. It was like a straight shot to the trail. They never saw her, or the trail was like a straight shot, I mean, to the car, and they never saw her. They came all the way back, never found her at the car, no trace of her was ever found. So and then there's other people that have vanished, and they've all like been wearing like red jackets.
Is it the Bennington Triangle?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
I'll have to look into that because it's a really interesting story. I'll see if I can find it and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, because that would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, My mouse is not working. I don't know
cool.
what to do.
Well, luckily it's the end of the episode, so.
Oh, I got it. Okay. I think my batteries are dying.
Oh, yes. That'll do it.
It's always
All right,
something.
well, this was fun.
This was fun.
Yeah. Maybe lore? Episode called The Redcoats? Maybe? We'll look into that.
I haven't listened to lore in a while.
I don't usually fall very behind on that.
I'm never in the car by myself, and every time I'm in the car, like, I have Taylor Swift on. So
that makes sense.
That's what I've been listening to.
It makes sense.
So, that's all. Well, sleepyhead, you go. Take that puppy dog inside.
Yep. Oh, her ears pricked up. I turned around. Her ears pricked up.
Are we going inside? You said inside. Let's go.
Yep. I love you.
Love you.
I love you too. I will see you next week. And everybody tune in. Next week starts that I think that we had the idea on air is the we're going to be watching and like giving some commentary on the worst Krampus movie that we can find. So you guys have that to look forward to. It's gonna be really fun. So do not miss those episodes.
Yay! Alright, guys.
This has been the Morning Report.
Bye. What?
Why'd you say bye?
Oh, I don't know.
You never say bye. It really threw
Say
me
it
off.
again. Say it again.
Well, this has been the Morning Report.
The Morning Report.
That's better.
Okay, now we can end it.
Okay.
I was abducted.